Hello Boro fans, it's Joe from Boro Fan TV and this is the preview for the upcoming game on Saturday the 19th of December with a 3 PM kickoff as the Boro take on Birmingham City in the Skybet Championship at St Andrew's Trillion Trophy Stadium. Now, it was a scrappy win that we picked up against Luton in midweek. The 1-0 victory at the Riverside takes our good run at home now to I think it's about 6 wins in 7 matches played at home this season. So it was good to get that win. Obviously, a good team goal from Chuba Akpom early in the second half decided the game. But as the second half went on, Luton were awarded a penalty, which we know of. And eventually Sam Morsey ended up being sent off, which I will get to Sam Morsey in a sec. But it was just a turn of karma, really. You know, we had that penalty that Marcus Tavernier was disallowed for with a double touch from the penalty spot. The same thing happened to Luton when James Collins took a penalty. It went in, but it was double touched and the referee disallowed it. So it was fair to say, Boro fans, Luton was scrappy to say the least. But at the end of the day, 3 points is 3 points, and to keep our good run at home going. But now we need to sort out our wretched away form. You know, we haven't won a game away from home now since Bristol City back in October. So we need to get our away form, you know, back on track, you know, and despite time, you know, running up to the Christmas New Year period, it's vital now to get a run away from home going again, you know. Now, squad, you know, as I said about Sam Morsey, you know, he picked up a red card against Luton in midweek, but as I'm recording this, today actually, they've lodged an appeal against the red card, and it turns out the red card appeal was a success, and Sam Morsey will be available for the game at St Andrews tomorrow. From when I looked at the penalty decision, it did look harsh in my opinion, but at the end of the day though, we need Morsey, particularly in these games coming up. Now, the good news as well is that Marcus Brown has close to return to full training after his injury, and Nathan Wood hopefully is back in the squad as well after his period of self-isolation, obviously due to his girlfriend testing positive for COVID-19. Ashley Fletcher has resumed light training, but I don't think he'll be involved for at least a few more weeks. And obviously Grant Hall is still out as well as Johnny Howson. So apart from that, the squad is probably good to go. Obviously with the addition of Morsey after his red card appeal was successful, that was very good to hear from the Boro point of view. Now we're going to our opponents, Birmingham City, of course, managed by former Boro boss Aitor Karanka, the man who obviously took us back to the Premier League back in 2015 after our period away of 7 years. Obviously, we had some good times under Karanka, a couple of bad ones, but it was mostly good. I enjoyed having that Karanka as boss. He brought something different to the table. And obviously he had a stint at Nottingham Forest after that, which I think he had a good run at Forest, but the board saw something different and they let him go. Now he's at Birmingham, obviously with a couple of Boro old boys at the disposal, which I will get to in a sec. Going into this game, Birmingham currently sitting 17th place in the Championship, just 10 places below Boro, who are in 7th. The current record at the moment is played 19, won 5, drawn 7 and lost 7. Last game out for them was a 3-2 away defeat at the hands of Cardiff. So I can imagine Aitor Karanka will probably have his boys revved up going into the game coming up tomorrow. As I mentioned, there's a few Boro old boys, you know, down at Birmingham now. Obviously George Friend and Adam Clayton, to name a few, who from a promotion winning side have been good servants to the club over the years. And it's you know, it's good to see them getting their new challenge in, you know, at new club. And obviously they've got another former Boro player and the one to watch out for, of course, being Lucas Jukovic, who spent 2 or 3 years at the Boro between 2011 to 2014, and he scored 11 goals and 65 appearances for the Boro. So, and he's doing well, particularly at this level, and particularly with Birmingham, of course. Other players to watch out for Birmingham City is one of their new recruits, Ivan Sanchez, who's doing really well for them this season. And you've got the likes of Mikael Clifton-Bell, who's their midfield general. They've got other players like Mikael San Jose in midfield as well. And they've got Jeremy Bella and Scott Hogan as another attacking options. and you got the likes of Neil Etheridge in goal as well, and got as well as Harley Dean and Mark Roberts in the defensive pairing. So they're a good strong team at times at Birmingham, so I'll give them credit for that. The last time the Boro played Birmingham, of course, was a 1-1 draw back at the Riverside, back in January, I think. I remember Lucas Jukovic putting Birmingham in front in the first half, and then in the second half, Boro equalised through Ashley Fletcher. So we've got a good record against Birmingham, but I think they took 4 points off us last season, so it'd be a good time as any for Boro to break the duck against the Blues and hopefully go into Christmas with all 3 points. Let us know your thoughts and predictions in the comments below, Boro fans. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe as always. Our social media links are also in the description below for our Facebook, Twitter and Instagram pages. And until then, I'm being Joe from Boro Fan TV, and I will see you on the next preview video, which will be for the game coming up on Boxing Day as Boro hosts Rotherham United at the Riverside. Until then, take care and up the Boro.